Welcome back to Sew April. This is April. I want to thank all my new subscribers and all my current subscribers. I really have appreciate everybody that's here. And today is another episode of Fridaysews. If you haven't checked out the other Fridaysews, you might want to check them out. There's some really amazing women out there. It's where you talk about what you've made during the week and what you are planning on making, and then, a little snippet of your life. So, it all started from Jen and Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I'm sure y'all probably heard this from everybody, but I just want to say thank you, Jen. Let's go ahead and start with what I have been doing this week. So, the first thing I did was I made this bag. This is the Shamballa Antonella bag by Shamballa. I think she turned out really cute. It's got a little connector on the side, and the vinyl is from MyPunk broidery, and then it has the little magnetic clip here. I did order some labels from Emily bags, and it has a cute, I don't know if you can see it, little A, and I love it. I like to do like a swirly A on my name, and this came after I made the bag, so I think I'm actually going to put it like right here. I don't care that it's going to go through the lining. I think it's just going to be really cute. And I don't know if you can see the vinyl. It's really shimmery. Oh, it's so beautiful. This one is a textured one. It's a, I don't remember the name, like a tulle or something. I will go ahead and link the material for this in the description box. And then I used the zipper from Lauren from Moremeknow, also known as Sew Whatever on YouTube, and this is her little doodad for a zipper pull that I bought. And then I have a little zipper pocket, and I put one of her little labels in here that I love. It says, made with blood and some swearing. Oh, I can't see if you can. Everything's opposite in here. This is made with blood and some swearing. Because, let me tell you, there was blood, sweat, and tears that went into this bag. And it partially wasn't anything to do with the bag maker. It was me. So, when I said I had problems with this bag, one of the first things that I did wrong is, okay, I did use the black thread on there, and I thought, oh, that's not bad, it's, let me go ahead and zip it up. It's just off the little thing, and I thought, it's just my bag, no big deal, who cares, whatever, Any bag makers out there? What did I do wrong? Yes, if you said that I put the zipper in upside down, you're correct. And it's not functioning this way because you can't use the zipper bag that way. So then I had to recut this out and re-interface it. And when I interfaced it, guess what I did wrong? I interfaced it on the side of the print. So yeah, it was like, okay, this isn't right, this is not right at all. And so it is the first bag I used on my industrial machine, and I didn't have any problems with the straps other than I had to, okay, every time, like this is a new machine, and then when you haven't done vinyl straps in a while, you have to learn how to do the adjustments on your machine. Well, I don't know how to do the adjustments on this machine. So, I'll insert a picture of how many straps it took me to be able to get decent looking straps. Yeah. So, and then Okay, I figured that out. And then with this vinyl, it is a different type of vinyl. I've never worked with this before. It's the metallic dragon fruit from MyPunk broidery, and it has like a thick cloth on the back, and then the top is like real slippery, kind of like a little bit like how the glitter vinyl is. And with my machine, I'm so glad I didn't get the H model on the Juki. I got the 8700 model because the feed dogs were pushing it so fast and the top wasn't moving right. So I learned a few things. Go very, very slow. And then I also have I use an adapter, and I ended up using a Teflon foot on it. I like to use more of like a roller foot, and the roller foot I have didn't have enough power on the rolling in the back. So I did order a different type of roller foot on Amazon. This one was only $5, and it has the rollers here and here. So next bag I make, I'm going to try this. And I'm also on the hunt for, I've heard people say that you can use a industrial walking foot. You just have to get you have to change the screw where the needle is, and you need it longer. I haven't found one yet. I tried to get some at Home Depot, and between the two screws I have, it's like an in-between. So I'm going to go to a specialty store this next week with screws and stuff and see if I can get the right screw to be able to get the walking foot to work, because that would be really good, especially for when I'm putting binding on quilts. I do like a good walking foot. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'll probably just have to slow down. So anyways, that was with, you know, all the stuff with my new bag, which I love. And I actually made this bag to go with this dress I made. This is, let me take my jacket off here. This is the April dress by Made for Mermaid. And it has a little flounce sleeve. I did not hem it because, you know, you don't have to hem knit. And I really like how it's real flowy and fluttery. And I think that's really pretty. Now this is my first garment that has, a first knit garment that has facing on it. And it said that it has option of interfacing the piece that goes inside, and I didn't interface it. I thought, oh, it says optional, I don't need to. So I just went ahead and sewed it. Well, right here, if you can see, it's like pulling, and it might be, my stitches might have been too tight on my machine when I first put it on here, because the rest of it looks fine, or maybe I stretched it a little. I don't know, but I'm not going to take it apart. I figure I'll just wear my hair down and probably wear the jacket over and nobody will know. But it has the gathered waist, and let's see if you can see the bottom of it. It has the cute little flounce. I'll insert pictures of it while I'm talking so you can see what it looks like, and maybe I'll even put it on and have a picture in there too. I really love this dress. I think it's so beautiful. Now I will say the only other problem I had with the pattern, other than the little neck thing, which is probably my fault, I did go ahead and, since I have my mannequin here, Joy, I went ahead and when I cut the skirt part out for the front, I thought this looks really small. Like, I wanted the dress to be real flowy, and like, you know, really where it's going to gather a lot. And it was like, it would have been like bodycon around my hips. I'm like, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure it didn't cut out the wrong size, because the top of it, you know, I cut it out in Adobe and it cuts it out as that size. So I put it up to my mannequin and I thought, okay, how much extra drape do I want? And then I decided that I wanted to add about a good 2 inches on, you know, on the sides. So on my pattern piece, I just went ahead and I added some extra material and I cut 2 inches on the bottom of the skirt to give it a lot more movement. The top is fine. It's actually a little bit big on the waist part, but I guess it's supposed to like have that billowy look. And I'm surprised that the skirt was so much smaller, because it would not have lined up right if I would have kept it at that size. Now with me adding that extra 2 inches to the pattern, I thought I was going to have problems when I had to sew it together, and no, it fit totally perfect. So I don't know what happened with that. I have no idea. But since it lined up perfect, that was just great. And then I sewed it, and it's the first time I successfully did the elastic waist. I've done one before and it didn't turn out right, and I didn't understand how they were doing it, but I actually read the directions, and they have very good instructions on their patterns. And so I was able to put that on there perfectly fine. I didn't use any stretch thread because I thought it's so big, like it's not hugging on me at all. It just like sits on my waist. So I mean, maybe I could have even sized down, but I don't know. I like it big and flowy like that. That's exactly what I imagined. And I will be wearing this dress tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm going out to eat with my husband. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm really glad I got that finished. So I'm really happy with this dress, and I think it's great. So let me go on to what I plan on working on this next week. So this next week, I thought, okay, and I'm going to enter this dress on the Joy Viv Sundress Challenge. I'm not sure if you heard about that. They have 5 different prizes, and you can look on, Joy Bernhardt just did a video about it today, and I will put the link to that video in my description box as well. So you can win cash, you can win fabric shopping at Fabric Mart Fabrics. You know how much I love to do that. And all sorts of great prizes. So I'm going to enter this. It just has to be a sundress, and I consider this a sundress totally. And then I have 2 more that I'm going to make, and I wanted to do stuff that was a little bit different than I normally wear. So I got this one, this material, and for this one I'm going to do the Monday morning dress by Ellie and Mac. It's a sleeveless, just like a tank top dress, and I think this would be really nice. It's kind of thin. I think it's a DTY, so it looks like it's going to be great for summer. And then this one, I just love this. I've never wore a dress that would be quite so bold. So my plan on this one is, and the dress is a little bit similar to the Ellie and Mac one, and I'm going to check the pattern up against my mannequin here as well to make sure that I feel like it's going to fit right, because this is gorgeous material. I just don't feel like making a tester this week, and you know, I just want to get it done. Anyways, this dress I plan on making is the Lily by Sonia Estep, and I'll post a picture of that. It does have the high-low in the front, and I think this would be fantastic with some little red sandals, and I'm going to order a red belt on Amazon. I think that would just be so pretty. And if that works out right, then I plan on making, depending on which dress I like for the materials I have the material for the boats with the little life raft, and I finally got material in today, so I'll be having a fabric haul later on. and now I know what I'm going to use with that material. And so it's going to probably end up being one of these patterns if they turn out right. And then I also have something else that I decided on with the material I got last week from Hobby Lobby with the little girls and the little bobby pins. So yeah, I'm just in dress mode right now. And after I finish with these dresses, it's at least 4 more dresses that I plan on in the next week or so. After that, I plan on starting on my shorts, because I do need to make me some shorts for summer. Right now, our weather is kind of hit and miss. We had 80 degrees Fahrenheit last week, and now we've got 50s. So, I still need to make the shorts, and I'm not sure if I should hold off on this other pair that I'm wanting, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have another sale for Mother's Day. And one of the shorts that I would like to try is the Lucy from Made for Mermaids. So I'm hoping to have a sale for Mother's Day, and I might wait on that one till, was that May, I think. So that one might be a little bit on hold, but I still need to make the winter wear racing shorts, and I'll probably make some urban legs from Ellie and Mac, and I'll probably make those into either capris or pants and maybe some shorts. I don't know. I really like that pattern. I might try to figure out if I can include doing elastic on the waistband somehow. I've seen people do that with the yoga band, and I really don't know how to do that yet, but I think that would help some, and I need to try to figure out how to do that. So if you know a good video to show me how to do that, please let me know, because I really would appreciate that. And as far as the, that's all my sewing related, other than I've been, oh my gosh. So like I said, my birthday's tomorrow. I have been in the mode of, oh, it's my birth month. I've never done this before. I don't usually celebrate my birthday. I don't even usually go out for my birthday. I don't know what's happened to this year. I feel like, oh, I'm a princess. Everything's about my birthday this year. So I have like all month. I've been allowing myself to buy fabric, whatever I wanted. I allowed myself to buy hardware that I wanted for bags. And I don't know, I just went kind of crazy. So this is going to have to stop because I'm running out of room. And so anyways, that's all the, I won't say shop talk. That's all the, like, oh my gosh, can't even think. I'm gonna have to edit this out. That's all the sewing talk. And now with the life front, my husband did have his MRI, and I looked at the results online because they have them through the hospital's records that you can look at them online. And I, read up everything, and I'm like, oh. So he has an infection in his bone of his toe, the tip of his bone. And I called his regular doctor immediately, and I said, hey, he needs antibiotics. I don't know if it's going to take us 3 weeks to get in with a specialist, but this seems pretty serious to me, and we need to get something to, take now, because I don't want it spreading any further. And so he was reluctant at first, because he was like, oh, well, the specialist has to, order it and everything. But he ended up going ahead and ordering some, and my husband started that, and then the specialist had called, and I had already, the regular doctor told me to call the specialist. I called the specialist, and they said that they would leave a message with the nurse, and then the nurse finally called me, and she set up an appointment. So he had his MRI done Friday, and we actually seen the doctor Monday, the specialist. So that was really quick for us to get in. And the specialist had said, well, we have 2 treatment options. He said, one, we could do IV antibiotics. I told him, I said, hey, look, we don't have insurance. Is there any way we can just use antibiotic pills? And he said, yeah, we could try that, and then you come back in a month and we'll see how things are looking. And I said, okay, that sounds great. Somehow he ended up changing it to 2 weeks, so now we go back in 2 weeks. I guess after the antibiotics are finished, then he'll know if it was taken care of. I'm not for sure. And then the second treatment option that he said is, he said, well, okay, so he said, basically, you have a cavity in your toe, and my husband's bone is infected right there on the tip. He said that basically it's like if you get an abscess in your mouth and you get infection, that's basically what this is he has like a toothache in his toe. And so he said that, you know, we could do the antibiotics, which he recommends, or he said the second option, he said we could cut the tip of his toe and remove his toenail and scrape some more off and see if that would help. But he doesn't really think that would really do much good. And I'm like, I said, okay, for one, my husband has that cancer gene, and any kind of trauma would possibly trigger that, and I do not want that to happen. So I don't think that would be good. I said, and also if you don't think it's going to be a good option, then yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good option either. So we're doing the antibiotics, and I looked in my cabinet and I had noticed that I forgot I had these garlic pills. Now, they're just garlic supplements you can get at Walmart, and I had took them years ago. I had viral bronchitis, and I took some, and it was gone in 5 days after taking this pill. So I think it's pretty good. Garlic has a lot of like uses that can be beneficial for your body. It can be like an antibiotic. It can be like I believe like a antiviral, all these things that it can do. I mean, you can look it up yourselves. But I thought, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? I should go ahead and give him those too. So I looked it up to make sure that he could take it with it, and yes, he can. So I told him, I said, you know what? Take this along with the antibiotic. It does say that it can lower his blood pressure, which he is on blood pressure medicine. And I told him, I said, you know what? Just take it at night. I'm sure that, that way you don't end up getting dizzy during the day or anything. And, I'm sure it'll help it out. So hopefully, hoping and praying that this infection is going to be gone out of his toe. Other than that, like I said, it's my birthday tomorrow, and I'm gonna, I'll go ahead and say I will be 45. So there's that, and I'm not too worried about the number. I always thought, oh, 50's old, but I talked to my brother, and he will be, I think, 49 this year. So I'm like, 50 don't look too bad, does it, George? Huh? And he's like, no. So, yeah, we've decided that, 70, 80 is old now. So, and I'm sure we'll change that when we get there. But, anyways, I hope everybody has a blessed day. I hope you're finding stuff to sew and work on. And, oh, that's another thing I keep forgetting, is I always want to tell everybody what I'm watching, because I know a lot of you like watch different shows and stuff, and so I thought I would go ahead and mention this one. It's a new to me type show, and I'm on the last season now, so it's really good. It's called Poldark, Poldark, and it's on Amazon Prime. Now, when I got into watching Bridgerton, I started got myself into like a binge watching frenzy. So I was watching Downtown Abbey, which is great. And then I ended up watching Eureka and Warehouse 13, and then Outlander and The Last Kingdom, and then now I'm watching this Poldark, and I mentioned it to the Wandering Bobbin on her channel the other day to her, and she had mentioned that she's watching The Crown, and then was it Victoria or Virginia something, I have to look at that later, but I think I'm going to try watching that Crown one next. So this is fun, watching, you know, different shows and stuff. It's nice to help, you know, get into the whole little reality world that they have in this. And the Poldark series is actually a series of books, and I looked to see if they were going to have another season, because, you know, they did shut down for this series, but it did say that the producer or the writer or someone did say that it's not totally an option that they won't return, because there are 5 more books. So that would be really nice to be able to see it if it happened to come back. So you never know. Anyways, I just thought I would go ahead and show that, because, or mention that, because I don't, you know, like I had said before, like, I don't read books and stuff. I mean, I read my Bible. That's the only book I'm really reading. Other than sometimes I do read books if I'm into sewing something or doing quilting or wanting to learn something. I will get a book and learn how to do it. But a lot of stuff I like to do more hands-on. So there's that. I mean, the internet and YouTube kind of ruined a lot of books for me. So, you know, I watch a lot of shows now. Anyways, I hope everybody has a blessed day and a great weekend. And I just want to say thank you. And I will see you next week. Bye.